All right, y'all, welcome to the RoundStart podcast. I am your host, Urbane, and I am here with my co-host. We got Tengu this week, and we got Rich as always.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I just got done working out, so I'm a little tired. But hey, we gonna work it out. We gonna make it happen. We gonna make it happen anyway. All right. So you've been gone for the longest. So what you been up to, Tengu?
Well, they don't have it on camera, but I've been getting back into Beyblade.
Do you want to grab it?
Nah. I thought about it, but then I just remember that I don't know if it's going to be put in, but I just had to get up to hit the record button, and every joint in my body was like, ugh. So, yeah, we're not getting up. But I don't know, it was weird. Like, me and Dennis from the scene were, like, just talking about it. We saw one random video that got recommended, and we were like, why don't we just try to get Beyblades again? And then all of a sudden, everybody in the scene was also like, we also fuck with Beyblade. We saw Kai Cenat do his thing, and then we saw, I guess Beyblade just released like a whole thing for like their international tournament shit, and we were like, this all just happened in a week. You said
Kai Cenat's working with Jabali now for Beyblade?
Yeah, Jabali like messaged him. It was like DMs.
DMs. So now Beyblade has a resurgence, which is crazy. Never thought, and when I turned 31, that everybody would be like, "Hey man, you remember Beyblades?"
We had people at the scene who were younger being like, "What's Beyblade?" And we're like,
"Damn, that would have hurt me." Yo, you tell me you don't know who El Drago is?
Now you know how that
Pegasus?
Cobalt Dragoon.
Nah, bro, we can't talk. Yo, who's Pegasus?
Now you know how. Now you know how I feel, bro.
Somebody in the Discord was like, "Is that like Bakugan?" And we're like, "Oh my god."
How you know Bakugan and you don't know how to?
That shit came out not too well. I guess it was
around
long
the same
ago.
era.
Yeah,
they came around the same
it's
era.
It's very like if you know one, you know the other. But I don't know.
Bakugan or some shit? Yo, I'm down.
If y'all trying to bring back Bakugan, I don't know how you gonna make that work because they're nothing but balls that just pop out.
Bro,
what?
Yo.
How do you play that? Is it?
You get there's metal cards. It's like a kind of like a sort of almost like a TCG, but not really. And then you have the little ball that actually like rolls over with the magnet at the bottom.
I never saw anyone with the cards, just the ball.
Yeah, no.
Oh, every time I bought those, I was like, "What the fuck are these?"
Yeah, yeah. It's
but I think it's like the magnetic plates all have different stat boosts. Okay. I think, and you just hope you roll to the right one.
I don't remember how the game played. I just know you had the cards that was metal, and then you just roll the ball on top of the card.
I remember the Xbox 360 game being fun as shit, though. That was fun.
Nah, that was kind of wild. But hey, yo, I've never in my life thought we were gonna get a Bakugan resurgence, bro.
Beyblade.
Oh yeah, sorry, Beyblade. You're right, Beyblade. Cause I was like, what? I think I was in like middle school when Beyblade was like starting to come around. That's crazy.
Wait, no. I mean, okay, because Beyblade had two resurgences before this one. Because
I don't know about
the second one came by when the piece has always been metal, right? But like it was a big stadium with the little spinning in a minute, and then I remember some of the main ones because I remember playing El Drago at the time because I was in middle school. Like, cause I remember Beyblade had two resurgences. It was your era and it was my era, and then there's this era now. I don't know how the fuck Beyblade doing it, but they're just doing it.
I don't know. They keep coming back.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of our generation because I do remember the rubber tips in the bottom for Pegasus, and then who was some of the other fucking characters? I wish I could remember them off the top of my head, but I remember playing El Drago. That's my guy.
Bro, the fact that we might go to CEO and you gonna hear some dudes, you know somebody gonna do it. You know you're gonna hear in the corner, let it rap.
You got to.
No, that's in the rules. They say that's how you have to initiate the tournament.
Yeah, bro, that's a staple. You have to say that. You gotta do it for the culture, bro.
If we had this set up so we could like go to something, there's a video of last year's CEO, and it is like the grand finals. They are in the most anime attire. Like one's wearing like Garp's thing, and he's got like fingerless gloves, and in his launcher, instead of it being like this little thing, it's like this huge device that he's pulling on. And like they like doing poses. Like one guy when he pulled, he's like just sitting there waiting for his Beyblade to spin, and you're like, God damn! Like the game is sick, but y'all don't need to be doing all that.
No, man, you know for a fact the weebs are gonna weeb, bro. I don't know why you surprised.
I know. The guy who runs the Beyblade tournament, it's a very familiar name. I don't know if he's an FGC player, but it's like Iskandar, something like that. Like I immediately recommended that. I remember that name from something, but I don't know who it was.
No, man, that's crazy. All right, man. So all my Beyblade fans, you know, all my Beyblade enjoyers, just know it's probably gonna be a CEO. And apparently, we got it at the local. So, you
What do
know.
you mean? After we record this shit, I'm gonna get you to play it. You're gonna see.
I have not played Beyblade since I was a kid,
Well, you about to get your resurgence.
and I don't even remember which Beyblade I had, but I know it was like a polar bear thing.
I got a
I always
mammoth.
liked bears.
It's the closest I got.
Marcel Drago, bro. I remember mine. I can never forget him. Because
Okay, so here's the thing. I was into Beyblade, but I wasn't into like the actual game. I liked the show though. But I was a jit, so like them saying "Let It Rip" and doing all the extra stuff was like it was cool. You know?
Do you remember, like, I don't know if this was out when you were younger, but do you remember the Beyblades were like, you would get the Beyblade and then you would attach whatever the monster, like a toy of it, on top of it?
Yeah.
And like it was supposed to spin with it, but it's so top heavy that shit would just fall.
nah, we
immediately.
didn't get that. I think that's why I said it was your
Yeah.
era. That wasn't in there. No,
Bro, ours were actual dangers. Those Beyblades were actual metal.
bro. Because the
Even
thing,
these ones are aggressive. Like I almost broke my TV because I didn't put the top covering on top of it. That
yeah,
shit is like
there was no top cover in none.
No.
Yeah, the only cover you got was like the big like ramp
Yeah.
sides, but that wasn't even enough, bro. They would just do a whole 360 and jump out.
Yep. Oh man. All right, man. But Rich, what you got going on, man? Since the last time we've been here.
Yeah, I've been playing some TCGs a little bit more. Been playing Digimon
Cardboard
TCG. I won't call that because I'm not addicted to Digimon like the others are in our local. Yeah, like
You gonna call everybody else that?
because the thing is, like, they love Digimon. Like they love the IP, and I understand it. Like, if
Yeah.
you love the IP, you love the IP. Like, it is what it is. I'm not the biggest Digimon like fan or whatever. I don't hate Digimon. I'm just not a big fan of it. And so I'm like, I like the card game because of the concept of the card game, how it goes. So if you ever play the TCG, pretty cool. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where motherfuckers just do a bunch of combos and then you get Ash and you eat shit.
where's your resources? Oh, we don't got resources.
Bro, the
What?
rules in Yu-Gi-Oh changed so much.
The second they start talking about XYZ and links, I'm like, I'm not doing this shit no more. Fuck
Like,
this. Synchros are already enough.
Yeah, like
Nah, XCs, I love XCs.
you gotta
bro.
understand. I came from the era where we did tokens and sacrifices to summon fusion monsters and stuff like that. It's all this extra stuff I do not.
I remember if you got Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, it was like, oh, game over. Nowadays, if you get that, they're like, why the hell are you running that?
See, y'all Blue Eyes and Dark Magician was like our like Rayquaza and freaking who was crazy to get back then if you were actually him. There were some like crazy Utopia decks back then if you
What
pull
era
out
was it where they had like the dessert card deck?
the dessert card.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it was like a bunch of desserts. It's a whole deck
Um,
built around them, and they're actually really good. It's
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
There've been so
about. I
many
forget what it
metas
is.
with Yu-Gi-Oh. It's just like, bro.
That's why I was like, I can't keep up. And then the ban list is forever changing in Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You can't play that card, it's broken. And then next week, no, this card's fine.
Nah.
Have you tried the new Gundam TCG?
I'm not the. Again, this is another card game if I ever get into. I'm not the biggest fan of the IP, but the card game is cool. I'll play it.
Isn't it like I've heard people say like they took aspects of Digimon and One Piece and kind of
Yeah, that's what they
merged
kind
it
of did.
together?
It's kind of because like with Bandai TCGs, if you don't know, Bandai owns like half the fucking TCG games right now.
Yep.
And Bandai, what they did with like most of their games, they usually have like a certain amount of life of cards, except for maybe One Piece because your leader is actually the life. So I haven't played One Piece yet. It's kind of the same because you have like a shield-ish with like a card, like a base card and whatnot. It's like kind of different. I haven't really looked too deep
Yeah,
into it.
One Piece life works similar to Digimon.
Yeah.
You get the stack of 5 on the side. And
I saw like Gundam, they had like 6 cards for your security deck. I was like, why would you change it? Like that's a lot. Like unless that game is like very offensive.
And then there's
heavy.
another
The
TCG that I'm playing.
United Arena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Union Arena. It's like a collaboration of like all certain
Oh,
animes,
man.
and
is that getting popular?
it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like their top 3 right now.
I was thinking about getting because even Dennis was like, yeah, I want to get into Uni, and I was like, the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then he was telling me what it was, and I was like, that sounds like that's gonna be really cool for like a month. I don't know if it's
people
gonna be
have been
popular.
playing it for a while, so
I mean, that game's gonna remain popular because they keep releasing different like deck boxes with different anime.
Yeah, because like the thing is, you can only play in the theme of the anime. If you can only play Demon Slayer, you can only play Demon Slayer.
Oh, you can't mix match?
Yeah, you can't mix match with other like different like series unless there's some crazy nut shit that happens, like a collaboration, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. Like that game has their like mechanics like cater to their show, so it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I like it.
What's in it so far? It's Hunter x Hunter, I know that. Demon Slayer.
It had Code Geass, One
I
Punch
think
Man.
There's two more. One Punch Man I know was one of them.
They're gonna have Full Metal Alchemist soon. Black Clover soon.
Yeah.
They have Bleach. They have
Ooh, they got Bleach on it.
yeah, they have Bleach.
Might have to get back in this. Might have to try that card game.
Yo, this
Isn't it pretty cool?
man.
I was gonna say, do they have One Piece? But One Piece don't want to share their shit with nobody.
I mean, it's Bandai, so Bandai is only really up to they want to add it to the game.
I feel every time I like look up One Piece merch, like it's usually secondhand people, like them themselves. They don't really make shit.
You know. But nah, One Piece TCG, man, like bro, that shit expensive to get into.
I made one deck when it first came out, and I played with a couple people here, and I was like, this game's fun. And then once I realized it was a lot of just like, all right, you hit me, okay, now I'll hit you, now you hit me, and it just went back and forth like that. And I was like,
yeah, that's why I like the Union Rita a little bit more, because it has it has like their own mechanics with depending on the world you're playing. Like some of them are really simplistic, where like, oh, you want to be really aggro and start swinging as much as possible as you can. Some of them are like, okay, we have this mechanic where it can control. If you destroy my character, I can return a card to your hand or do something wacky and whatnot. And so like it makes it slower paced. There's future decks that are gonna come out. There's one in Black Clover where if you mill your deck and then you have the requirements, you can win the game or something like that. So like more of like a final kind of like card ideal win condition. So
they got an Aizen deck.
I think Aizen's in the game. I believe so, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an Aizen deck though.
I want to definitely play with that shit. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so now we might as well go ahead and get right into it, right? Because you know the FGC's been kind of wild as of late. Not like in a bad way even. It's just the FGC's always got something going on. Tekken 8's year in review just came out, and
people are reviewing the game. Let's make it, because a year went by.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But the reviews are, for what I'm seeing, very mixed. Like some people are enjoying it and some people are not.
I said this in the other pod. I just think this game competitively is just not it.
So okay, do you think it's just Tekken that's not a good competitive
Tekken
game?
8 is not a good competitive game.
Okay.
Casually, it's a good game.
Got you.
That is as clear as cut as I'm gonna say it. If you like the game competitively, I'm happy for you. But if you like the game and you don't like it competitively, you're just like me, casually, I hop on, play some Clive, shoot the shits with friends, and I get the fuck off. I swear to God, bro, I don't do that much.
I think it's a lot of people that have the sentiment of, because from the comments that I've read, people want it to be a good competitive game. It's just...
I feel like that's with everyone with the TCG. Or not TCG.
The FGC.
The FGC, I'm sorry.
But I mean, so one of the things with shaky connections, apparently Tekken 8's network, I haven't had these issues, but apparently Tekken 8's network connection isn't the best.
It's not.
So maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. I don't play the game like heavily as much as everybody else, so it's whatever with me. And I also don't play Wi-Fi Warriors. I'm sorry, but if I see you online and I see a Wi-Fi symbol, I'm hitting decline. I'm not accepting that
even
match.
the Wi-Fi, it doesn't even matter. It's like if someone's PC shooting the shits, like, all right, yeah, you're gonna have a rough day. You're gonna have a long day with that game. Sometimes people got
if
bad
the connection's
connection,
not blue, I don't say less. I'm like fully like,
bro,
you
it
need
would
to
say
have
blue in
5
the
out of
beginning,
5.
and then when you get in the game, that shit fucking flickering,
Oh,
bro. It don't matter. What you gonna do? You gonna read the matchup before it comes out? Like, you're not reading the Wi-Fi matchup. Oh, no,
I have gotten to that where I'll hit yes to blue, and then I'll get in the game, and I'm like, 10 frame delay. Whoa.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
No, man, I did it one time where I played a Wi-Fi, and this is why I won't play Wi-Fi Warriors, because it like shocked me to my core, because it was a law player. And it's funny because we both had the like in Tekken 7, you know, you had like the pow,
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
Bro, I was in a legit comic book fight because his connection was that bad. Like you'll do a punch and if it landed, you'll just see
Next
pow.
like the next few frames it just skips to the move, yeah.
I sure hope I win in the next
Bro,
page.
I won the match, but I was like, oh
Yeah, you
no.
play RPS before the RPS happened,
And
bro.
you know the bullshit thing is after you have a horrible match like that and you get to the next menu, they hit rematch and you're like, okay.
He
Fuck,
did,
man.
bro. He definitely hit rematch, and I'm like,
You want to play in that?
this is grounds for a one and done, fam. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
All right, Tingle, what's your review for the game? You know, you've been playing. You play Bears of all things too.
Well,
Bro, you
I
having
do
fun.
agree.
You
It's-
see, you having fun.
Said you having fun.
I do agree that it's probably not the most competitive because I should not be doing nearly as good as I am in Tekken 8 than I should be. Because I was
the fact
getting
that
fucked up in 7.
It's the fact that he said it the way he said. I should not be doing nearly as good.
And I know, because the character I play is Kuma, I'm strictly riding off of the wave of this game's got bullshit. Like, it's just knowledge checks and the bullshit, like, mid-bear fist.
I still don't understand why they made that fucking mid. I still to this day, I'm just like
If that was a high, he would be just as low as you normally would.
I think because now it will turn into a whole mini game if you're gonna do it or not, and then if they duck, you start doing your mids, which is like more unsafe and whatnot. But it's still like the mini game. But nah, bro.
I'm gonna say this because I just played this game for the first time in a long time, and I played against somebody else who also didn't know how to use like the heat mechanics. It was more fun without the heat mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you.
That's why when I play Kaz, bro, I try not to spam heat. We just played the neutral game. Nah, like recently I've been playing. We be playing Tekken 7 because I miss my girl Kasumi, so I gotta go back. And bro, that game is so much better. I don't care. No one says, yo, you gonna say that game boring? I don't care. I do not care. That game is fire. That
I
game
should
is
get
fire,
back into that
bro.
just to have Daddy Old Gigas come back home.
Bro.
If I go back, I'm going back to Josie. Because Josie's not in 8.
Exactly. You gotta go back to the character that's not in 8, bro.
Yeah,
I don't understand the people that go back and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go play Gen. Like,
I'm
bro,
gonna-
go play Gen in 8. What are you doing?
I mean,
just do 2-1-4, bro. What are we doing?
To be fair, Jin is in dang near every game except for like 1 and 2.
I mean, I understand, but people just go back to play characters that's already in the fucking current game. I never understand that.
There is a reason though, because in Tekken 8, Lily's 1+2, which was a really good move in 7, is no longer a good move in 8. It is terrible.
It's probably how Leroy players feel. They're probably like, yeah, I'd rather go back to when I was a god.
I mean, he's not even a god in 7. He's good, but not a god.
Well, I know when he first dropped, he was.
Yeah.
But now in 8, like I think he got buffed a little bit in 8, but he's still struggling.
They turn him into more of like a chip damage heavy character. Like Chip in that game is.
I don't know why you want to go back and play the old Steve, but I mean,
the counter hit game in 7 is crazy.
counter hit game in 7 is crazy. But I'm like thinking about the move list myself personally, because his move list in 8 is kind of wild. Not gonna lie. Like the new stands he got and all that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he has some cool stances. I still think like as a character.
As a character, 7 is better.
Yeah, like
but that game was
it favored him. It favored that
Yes.
type of play style. That's what I'm saying. The
But,
game itself. But yeah,
like to all my Lily players. I don't know why you would go back to 7, because in 8 she eating right now. You know, the community is like hands down she eating right now.
I need to get back in this. I miss the old days of like Gigas
Neutral?
overhead launcher, and then all you do is just one grab, and you're like, boom, 60%. No effort, two
I
buttons.
don't mind, because a lot of people are like, there's a tug of war in the community with innovation versus traditional, right? Because a lot of the newer players who this is their first Tekken, this is where they just got their start. They're having a blast with the game. They love the game. It's great. But then you got to remember Tekken is a legacy game, so all the old heads is like, yeah, this kind of trash. like I'm not gonna hold you,
bro. Arsenal Ash still won Evo, and that nigga.
And he still be complaining about the
bro,
game. He winning complaining about the game.
He made a tweet recently talking about like they need more defensive options, but yeah, it's the same shit with him. Where I was like, it don't matter. That game ain't. He still can win, but like I said, the pros are still gonna win, even though they're gonna complain about it. It's just
Yeah,
like,
like
it is what it is.
when you see somebody who's winning the game, saying the game needs to be fixed, that's when I kind of start to listen a little more, cause like
You ain't just yapping,
you
bro.
ain't just yapping, cause you winning.
Like, it's like, oh well, so you know, people gonna still call it he's yapping or he's just complaining because he lost like a tournament. It's like, yeah, I can understand what y'all coming from, but this is still the same man that's still gonna win some tournaments off of you.
This is the same man that when he popped out on the scene, he won Evo Japan and then Evo, and that was his introduction to the FGC.
That's crazy, man.
It's like, come on now, you can't just take what he's saying. For like
Even like watching TWT when I saw Ranchu, I predicted like he could actually win this on some random shit. I was memeing with Zekaz, and I was like, nah, hold on, he actually about to win this, bro.
when I saw Rainshu had entered, and he was in Tekken World Tour, and I'm like, Bears is good now, or nah, he winning?
Yeah, Bear's a character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
character.
was watching him do that like grand finals, it was because I was expecting like, oh, is he gonna win strictly through just doing bear bullshit? And watching the whole thing, I'm like, it's just this guy's ability to like space shit perfectly.
Yeah,
And
he be dodging some moves. I'm like, you
Dude,
step there?
seeing a bear sidestep, and shit, I was like,
Step there?
yo, it's possible.
Yeah,
I was like, we can overcome.
Like I think
freaking
Range 2
2D.
defense is really good. His defensive options or this defensive decision making is really good. It's very good.
So it's like,
He gets people scared.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean I'll be scared too, bro.
but I think for a lot of players, if I'm being honest, and this goes for 6 as well as for 8. When you go from more neutral games and then you do that hard shift to more aggressive, because it wasn't like it's a slightly more aggressive game. Nah. They literally said before the game came out, the name of the game in Tekken 8 is aggression. Bro, what?
Yeah, I just think it's fine if you want the game to be more aggressive, but the way they went about it, it's just like, I don't know, man. This is not it. This is not it.
Are you winning in neutral? Do you actually have the aggression right now? Well, this person can do a heat burst and you just got pushed off of them.
You get hit by a heat engager, bro.
Yep.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Heat, rage, that shit is borderline a combat mechanic.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Borderline combat mechanic.
I was cool with Rage in 7 because it was you spend it and whether you hit or miss, gone. Heat is activation. Okay, now they got the bar with an extra set of moves that they can do. All right, cool. Hit the heat engager and catch you off and get a combo off you. Oh, don't let them be low health, because as soon as they finish with that, if they can pop you back up, because some characters can, they're going straight into the rage art. It's like, bro.
I think that's the main issue, is that the characters die so fast in that game that having 2 comeback mechanics feel like you could just use it and waste it. It is no issue.
Like, he is not a combat mechanic, but like, nah, it's just rage on top of it, bro. Like there have been so many times I'll be hard winning a round, and then this motherfucker still has his heat and fucking
Is in rage.
And now he's in rage.
And now he doing
I get one by one heat engager.
Yep.
Oh, I got clipped by a 442 because I tried to step. My bad, G. Oh, now I have to hold a plus 15 mix, bro. Plus 17 mix.
But I was cool with just Rage, because Rage was like, okay, he got a damage boost. He possibly had a chance to do a special.
Yeah.
Cool, whatever, I can deal with that. It's the 50-50 on top of 50-50 on top. I'm like, bro, I'm not.
You gotta hold the whole simulation, bro. I'm like, damn, you better guess right, little bro.
I would like that game. Heat wouldn't be an issue to me at all, is because in normal fighting games, if you got gray health, as long as you hit the opponent, whether they're blocking or not, you get that health back a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact that you can get hit with heat and you just see that shit like back to full, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that shit
and don't be playing a Jun. Good luck.
Doesn't she have like super long range heat engagers too? Like that one where she does the
One is a straight up
projectiles?
beam. It's literally just a straight up beam. She just.
I didn't think I'd see the day where I'd find a zoner in Tekken.
Nah, bro.
So
Y'all fought a good Brian, bro?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Brian neutral make no sense, bro. Like, oh, you guys, you Brian players, I don't care. I'm gonna say this. If you think taunt jet up, if you need to learn taunt jet upper, you don't need to learn that.
No,
You don't need, bro. Did you taunt? Heat burst, or heat smash. It's GG's.
It's not even beneficial for you to learn the taunt jet upper combo stuff, because like you do less damage than what you did in 7.
The whole point of it is The whole point, because people get scared to press buttons because
Yeah.
it's fucking Brian. It's counter hit. Like, bro, you see what this man gonna do to you? So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna taunt jet upper and you just die. Anyway, it's like, oh, you got the wall, taunt jet upper, oh. Hey,
I ain't
man.
gonna hold you because I done got hit by it, but I still feel like I was more afraid in 7 because you got
Yeah,
that
but
damage was real.
Yes. The point is, yes, you're right. It does less damage, but the problem is that it opens up your fucking defense. So you was like, well, I have to press because this motherfucker might taunt and jet upper me if he's actually have the execution to do so.
You know what I don't like is the fact that when they made 7 Tekken 8, they were like, we're gonna make sidestepping worse because
Backdash worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna make this worse because of how good it was in 7. And because of that, you get caught by so much stuff now. I was just like, bro.
I just think also one thing I wish they do over time, like they do with the Dragunov back, I think back 3-4, is reduce the hitboxes and also reduce the tracking of the second parts and third parts of a fucking string. Like, I swear to God, I get clipped so many fucking times, bro.
Oh, and
I've
I've
losing
seen,
it, bro.
I have seen more. I have never seen this many King players in my life. Like, yo, as soon as they was like, you can't sidestep grabs, King players came out of the woodworks. I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen you touch this character a day in your life, and now you a King player? Nah, that's crazy.
There's some moves even bears have where Flamio will like try to sidestep all the way around. I'll still clip him. He's like, that tracks, like it's not supposed to. But it did.
You know how mad I would be if you tell me in a match it's not supposed to?
It's not supposed to, but it
Nah.
just did. Hey, man, good game, right?
Like, bro, like, so I
Want me to unplug your controller for you? Here, I'll get it.
Bro, that's funny.
All right, go ahead. Back to the lobby with you. Like,
I can teach you bears.
I can teach you big. Oh, nah.
Nah, man, that's bruh. Man, that game competitively, that shit just make you like depressed, man. I don't care. I just think Tekken 8 is not a design, like its current state is not a good competitive game. I hope season 2 they tone down certain things about heat or give us some crazy amount, some give me something defensive I can do, bro.
But
Come on,
to
man.
be fair, if you don't like 8, I'm gonna say the same thing I said to the Street Fighter players. If you don't like 8, you can always go back and play 6. I mean 7. You can always go back and play 7. You don't have to play 8. You're not forced to play 8. Now, if you're trying to be in tournaments, different story for you. You forced to play 8. But
Your boy.
you can go back to 7. You can go back to 6. You can go back to 5. There's other Tekkens. This is the newest one. So, I don't know.
Better hope your game is like a legacy game. Because like CEO this year, we got Guilty Gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like all the Guilty Gears this year.
Blaze Blue.
Yeah, all
Blaze Blue is a main game this year.
Is it really a main game?
It's a main
Like it's gonna
game.
be in the stadiums?
It's gonna be in the
Oh,
arena.
that's gonna be sick to see. That might be really hype or really boring.
Matter of fact, since we talk about it, let me pull that up because I know it's a bunch of games. It's a main game. We was all like,
Under Night's main, right?
I believe so. I believe it is.
The year of the anime fighters.
Honestly, bro, I keep saying this. Anime fighters are fun. They are fun games. You just gotta be willing to travel.
Did City of the Wolves get main game?
I mean,
or is
train.
it not? They don't know yet.
Main games: Street Fighter, Tekken 8, Fatal Fury, City of
Oh, it did.
Wolves. MK1 is still there. Rivals of Ether is a main game.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually kind of want to see that. That's actually gonna be fun.
Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus, Guilty Gear XR Strive, Grand Blue, Under Night, Blaze Blue, Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3, Capcom versus SK2 is a main game. Third Strike is a main game. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo is a main game. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a main game. Dance Dance Revolution?
Yeah, they usually do that in like some other room.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
People love that joint.
Phoenix something. I actually don't know how to say that. Into the Groove, Step Maniacs, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Melee, and Brawlhalla. Those are all your main games.
Sounds about right.
But the fact that there is, I'm gonna go back and count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the games are anime fighter. Nope, 7 fighters. Fighter's still anime fighter. It's a versus, but it's anime fighter. 7 of the games Anime fighter. So is this the year of the anime fighters? Is what we doing? I mean, I'm down with it. Honestly,
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm here. We just played Under Night at the local.
I was surprised the numbers people signed up for that.
I don't know, man. Like I said, people have been signing up for anime fighters. They making a comeback.
People were, I don't know if you left before or after, but when I was leaving, everybody was literally telling Dennis, like, yeah, do more Under Night. Like, please put more Under Night on there. So we might get more of that.
I mean, it's nice to see people get interested in it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this year just seems like it's the year of the anime fighters. I mean, and it makes sense because the more traditional fighters aren't doing well.
Yeah, it seems like Tekken does well at our scene, but Street Fighter 6, I feel like when you watch the signups, you're like, just got top 8. Like, it's like barely getting signups.
I'm all down, right, for watching Tekken 8, and I'm down for watching Street Fighter 6. I'm just not good at those games. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just not. Like,
Elena's my last hope. If she doesn't work out, then I'm like, all right, well, call me when you get Hugo in the game.
like even though Nate got Bison, he played the game for like what? I want to say a couple weeks.
Probably like a week.
Yeah, he dropped it again.
I mean, it's kind of the thing with fighting games. It's like, oh, cool. He had fun. Go hop off. Like, I just think fighting games to stay on them is kind of hard to do that if you don't really have like a real incentive to like get really, really good.
Yeah, but why is that just a fighting game thing though?
Because I don't. It's kind of one of those things is that I think fighting games are bad.
And just
Live
just
service games?
not really for you, but just explain to anybody listening. The reason I'm saying this is because Marvel Rivals just came out, right?
Yeah.
And I know people who are dog butter at the game who will never be anything better than dog butter. You're a bronze for life type player.
Bronze 3.
Yeah.
Bronze demon.
Yeah, like
yo, you low hell, bro.
you are stuck in bronze, but like they still play the game repeatedly. They religiously play the game.
Marvel Rivals is a really fun game, and I also, you know what I started noticing? I don't know what set this trend. I think maybe Fortnite did, but like Fortnite, like from what it was from I was in high school to now, bro, that shit ain't no battle royale to me no more.
Bro.
That shit is just a video game, bro. That's
probably why that shit's thriving for so long. Because every season you're like, oh, I guess this is a racing game
Yeah,
now?
like-
Okay.
Bro, hold on. That's the only game where you can see Snoop Dogg get in a shootout with literally Kratos and Goku.
You know, Omni-Man coming from the top. Like, yo, what are we doing, bro?
Nicki Minaj, revive me.
And
Yeah.
then you see Naruto characters pop out of nowhere like, we're in the hidden leaf? You know?
And then I think the event's still going on for Marvel Rivals. Don't they have like a sort of like soccer game or
Yeah.
like that's what I'm saying? Like
That
I'm
game
starting
was-
to see.
that game
I
was
don't.
fun
you,
and
you know,
ass.
I'm getting that. I'm feeling like these free to play games are trying to lead into more of like, okay, we are gonna be known for X thing, but we're gonna keep slowly branching out to other shit.
One thing
and then keep
I'm
them coming back in.
and I get it, the FGC probably wouldn't do this because it'd probably be a heavy money loss for them, if I'm being honest. It'll be a heavy money loss. But I think the FGC, if they do what we said before, like if they go competitive and like make an actual professional like competitive league and stop doing the whole anybody who's anybody can come through.
Why doesn't fighting games ever do the thing that Marvel Rivals does, where they have a built-in tournament system?
They have.
They have some, but they're not good.
I
Yeah.
think that's probably why.
Yeah.
Tekken
PlayStation
7.
tried doing that for a while with their
Tekken 7 had its own built-in tournament system in the game. No one ever used it.
That makes sense.
But you already got like Start GG.
Do they put money behind it for like wins and stuff?
No,
Because
it's
I know
just,
Marvel Rivals, it's like you can get a pretty good chunk of money just for their little thing.
no, it's not. It's not. They're not putting money behind it like that.
Yeah.
I wonder if the reason why people get so bored and like drained out of fighting games more than most other genres is because when you play like a fighting game in like 180 seconds, like around 2 minutes, that match is done, and then you ready up and do another one, and you play so much in such a short period of time that maybe it's just making you burned out longer than like playing Marvel Rivals where it's like 5-6 minutes a match.
Or is it because you're hitting their ceiling? Like,
That's probably why, because you're playing so many matches that you hit that ceiling quicker than you do like in other games.
I just think fighting games are just bad live service games. Honestly, I think the product themselves aren't really good for like the minority, rather than for not minority for the majority
yeah.
than the minority that us as we talk about fighting games, right? So,
Like even us before we did this pod, we all sat here and was like, when the last time you played a fighting game?
I mean, I still been recently playing fighting games. I just been focused on other shit.
I just recently got back into fighting games.
I still been playing my Aki and then hop on Tekken here and there.
Bro, I recently started playing going back to the local.
Yeah.
That's it. And like I don't even really train like that, to be honest with you. Though I play for fun. Like I might play Frank or some Under Night, or I'll play Tengu and like, you know, Persona or Blaze Blue or whatever, just because we just having fun. And I feel like that's the part that I think fighting games are missing at this point, because they're so competitive. I don't really see nobody who plays like I just want to have fun.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like there's no reason. Like the competitive nature of fighting games is just beat that motherfucker ass. The game is meant to be competitive, like by nature.
That's what I'm saying. But so is Marvel Rivals, but you can still find fun in that.
But the reason with Marvel Rivals is that one, you're playing with people that you may know. So you're playing with a friend. You're not fighting against a friend. That is a difference. There is a big difference.
I get that, but that does not work for every game. Have you ever played Smite with the boys?
Okay, but what I'm saying is that like it's easier for you to stay on because like I'm playing with my homies, but that depending on the homies you have, of course. Like if you're playing with that one dickhead of a homie, like bro, why didn't you fucking CS the fucking lane? Get the fuck out the lane, you fucking ass. Like like obviously no shit, right? What I'm trying to say is that I just think when it comes to like team games, it's just easier for you to stay on longer because you're playing with people that you enjoy playing with, and it's like, all right,
I honestly, personally think fighting games are played better locally than online.
I mean, of course.
But no, when I say that, I'm like, because I remember like when I was a kid, sitting on the couch playing whatever game with the homies, like Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, for instance. Bro, everybody meet up at my house, and we gonna spend hours on the game playing this one game.
Yeah.
At the crib.
Yeah.
But like if I'm online, I don't know you.
It's like more hostile. When you're like lose to somebody next to you, you're like, oh shit, all right, GG's though. When you're online and somebody beats you, you're like, I hope their family dies. I hope they can never start this shit again.
But even like locally, it's like yes, I do agree it's better than online, 100%. If you never went to your locals or you never went to an offline event, I highly encourage you to go to an offline event because it's a lot more different compared to just playing on like an online tournament or than anything like an online tournament. Actually, it's just way better, and also you could meet new people and potentially
network
find
a lot better.
You can don't be scared if you think you're not good enough. Trust me.
Trust me. Everyone got walls, bro.
The only people who if you ever go to especially go to something like CEO, please don't think you're gonna make it top 8 your first year, cause you not.
Unless you're some prodigy god that never touched a gun.
You could be like online. I'm a Tekken Omega Prime. Like you could be the best thing ever. Or I'm the top #1 Dragunov in the country. That's okay, cause you're gonna meet that Korean player.
Yo. Like I said, bro, that rank don't matter when you getting mixed up, bro. That rank don't matter, bro. That rank do not matter, bro. Damn, you in that mix-up? That's crazy.
When you get hit by something and you play the same character.
No, that was the scariest thing when I would play like casual matches on Tekken 7 and you join a lobby with somebody with the default name tag First Dan. Like they don't do anything and you're like, I'm about to get bodied. This guy don't be playing online.
He'd be with his homies or at the locals. But so it's like I feel like the online aspect of actual fighting games actually kind of like hinders fighting games, because if you look at the arcade era, a lot of that was built off of camaraderie, like because they was in front of each other. Like you had fights, yeah, cool, whatever, but there was a lot of friends that was made because they was in each other's face. So it's a little different there.
Yeah, and I also now you speak of that, and it also got me thinking like, why does TCG do so well, like in terms of like locals wise? I'm like, damn, like you're forced to talk to your opponent.
You're
like,
forced to talk.
like literally.
And I feel like that's why Marvel's Rivals actually does well, because in the match you can still talk.
Yeah.
You can fight and talk. MK had a
Probably
good
won't be
idea,
as friendly though.
yeah, MK you had a good
Bro,
idea,
I
but
need the VCs, bro. I think the VC chats would be the funniest thing in any fighting game, bro. Damn, bro, you got hit by that mix. That's crazy.
I was gonna say, like, their community, NetherRealm community, no offense to NRS community, but y'all community is toxic.
Nah, we need
Like,
that.
ain't gonna hold you.
We need that. I don't care. We need that.
You know there's gonna be people on that online thing. It's like, I'm gonna hit you with this low, and then you hit them like, you got hit by that? I told you.
Bro, nah. I think there would be so many funny clips. I also, another thing is the moments thing, right? I think Marvel Rivals is super clip farming. Like you could find random clips of like, yo, that's crazy. I didn't even know that you could do that. Like I remember the most recent one in time I can think of is where I saw Jeff sucked in his own witch. And then went onto the point, spit out the witch, and the witch did the ult up top, and they didn't see where she was at, and then killed the whole team. I was like, okay, that was kind of sick. They're thinking, right?
I saw somewhere where they led like an enemy Iron Fist into a hallway, and then Doctor Strange portaled both sides of the hallway, and he was stuck in an infinite hall. He couldn't go anywhere.
Oh no!
Like, what I'm saying, like stuff like that is really helps the game out a ton, because like you see clips, it's like, yo, this crazy game look crazy. I don't think fighting games got that either. There's not something that's
Fighting it, they have clips, but the clips is typically like somebody getting dogged on.
You kind of have to know somewhat of what like it's going on.
I think the best form of clip was in Dragon Ball Fighters with the two Kefla players.
Oh, where it was like the same.
Then they kept hitting the same button.
Same sequence.
Yeah.
I think also like, oh, I'm gonna block this black ass mix up, and then bro got hit. Like clips like that is just so legendary, but
yeah, we get legendary clips, but it's in terms of just like getting like clips.
But it's not frequent. Like,
it's not as frequent. Yeah, it's definitely
like Marvel Rivals, that's they just pooped
Most
it out.
of those clips you see that are like really popular, that's outside of the FGC. It's mostly just funny stuff the commentator does. Like I would probably say one of the biggest FGC clips that everybody knows is like the Wombo combo.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just nobody knows what's really happening in the game. It's just how funny it is.
Everybody knows. Let's go, Justin.
That's just trauma right there.
That is trauma for Justin. They will not let that moment
They
die.
never let him breathe.
They need to do like another Chipotle commercial or something where they bring that guy back.
And just have Justin walk into a Chipotle. Let's go, Justin. Nah, man, but and the only reason we talk about this is because I honestly do want to see the FGC do well, but it's been so long since that's happened. Like we all right, to be honest.
I feel like we're still babies because like when we first started the scene, we were in that age of like fighting games were niche, nobody really cared.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting to a point where it's hitting a grander scale, and it almost feels like the companies don't know what to do. They're like, oh my god, people are buying our game. What do we do?
Well, it's not that the companies don't know what to do. I think the companies are hesitant because of how the FGC is by nature.
Yeah.
I just think that they just need to make. They just need to take some sort of risk that might pay off. I don't know. Like the risk was the making the games aggressive and making them easier for players to be accessible. But there's this thing when they're trying to make games easier, and I don't understand that point because it's like you look at games that like the Soul series, right? So like Souls likes and whatever. Them games are not meant to be easy by nature, right?
Yeah.
And the way you get through these games is the camaraderie, the camaraderie of the community. Like you know how many times.
But even that game, let's be real.
Some people are gonna be dickheads.
Jump for treasure.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like some people are gonna throw down a sign. You might summon someone that might show you like, oh yo, you just like follow me, and they just show you around this item. They might show you the secret shit here. Like oh shit, like yo, this person just showed me a bunch of shit and helped me kill this boss. Nice. Like I just think that like the camaraderie of beating this fucking hard ass game is so strong, and it's always been like that for every Souls-like.
But I think the fact that game is, because the Souls FromSoft, and I respect them for this. FromSoft has never shied away from the fact that our games are hard.
Yeah.
Point blank period. Our games are hard. Yeah. If you can't beat it, we understand because we made it that way. So, but like fighting games, I guess when they did it, it was trying to draw in, you know, a newer crowd.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the old heads, I'm actually part of that group now, but we old heads, we put it like that, we grew up where, you know, you had to have execution, you had to have your spacing, you had to have everything on point to get to that level. So now you got these other players who have those same skills as the guys in the past, but in an easier format. And Frank was the one that brought this up to me. He was like, I don't think these companies understand. When they make the games easier to play, you make it easier for the people who already know how to play them.
Yeah.
You know?
And then they're
saying.
gonna just do the easy, optimal combos and just like, well, they're never dropping it. Like,
I don't think there's literally anything you can do about it because that gap will always be there because it's gonna be like, all right, we're gonna make them better, okay, but they're easier, better. It's gonna keep going.
Yeah, so it's like you might as well keep the games, the format the way it is because that gap's never gonna change.
Yeah.
I get like special mode because like I think Guilty Gear does it well with the little special mode thing because it does help new players do combos and like
And you feel
get the
good when you
idea.
do it, yeah.
And like you can do it competitively, but it's almost like if you use special mode, you're not gonna get certain moves, or you're not probably gonna get certain.
You're not gonna
combos
get
you would.
anything optimal with special mode.
Yeah, like you could win, but somebody who's playing on technical is probably gonna do some more stuff that's gonna like outplay special.
You will get a nice, decent, consistent damage combo. They will get a TOD. You know? Which is how it should be. Stylish is there, or special mode is there to help you get accustomed to how combat works.
Yeah.
And then you can move on to technical and learn some stuff. And like, if you're gonna play stylish, I feel like you should still be in the lab practicing your technical. And the reason for that is because when you get to a tournament, everybody up there play technical. Even the dudes that go 0-2, they play technical.
You know what game is like perfect at teaching new players is Under Night. Every time
Yeah.
you go on those character-specific missions, it's not just like here's a combo list. It's like this is what you do if somebody's jumping. This is your get off me tool. This is like your neutral get in.
Here's the beginner level combos for people who are just starting out. Here's your intermediate combos if you're getting a little better, and then here's your advanced for when you feel like you really know how to play this character.
And they give you like situational based things, and I was
Yeah.
like, you need to put this in every game. They need this.
They even, and I believe before you even get to the missions where you do the combos, it gives you an actual like explanation of how the character works in
They would
general.
tell you like you do their basic moves. It won't even be all of them because they know that's gonna overwhelm you. They're like, just focus on these 6, and you'll get the basics.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, this, and for anybody listening, we are not dogging out the FGC. Because I'm pretty sure all of us here, we got love for the FGC because we all met in the FGC.
Yeah.
So, but it's just it's hard facts that we got to start looking at when it comes to our hobby, what we like to do, what we want to see, you know, become bigger. Like I'm hearing pro players complain about the money, and I'm not even gonna hold you. They have a right to complain about the money because the fact that Punk won Evo and got paid more in EWC. He didn't even come close to winning EWC. Is crazy to me. Like, bro, that's wild.
That's probably why at Evo when they had that video of him going down the escalator and everybody's like, woo, and he's just sitting there like, that's all I got.
Yeah, cause like at first when he first won, I heard the man tear up, and even I was like, I feel why he tearing up. I feel him on that, cause that was a hard win. But to see that check, yeah, all that happiness went right out of me. I got paid how much? Nah.
I'd be like, well, that covers the hotel and the plane ride back.
Yep. Like one of the fixes could be more sponsors, but we have to be able to attract sponsors.
Yeah. I just think esports itself has a very hard time attracting sponsors. There's a lot of things, like especially like.
It depends on esports. I don't know about that.
It really depends.
Yeah, I might say because what is it? League of Legends got Team Liquid got a sponsorship with Honda.
Yeah.
That's
But that's an org.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's not.
first off, I feel like the org should come together and they should make their own, like, kind of how like the NFL is, the NBA. You know, they have like their own. Everybody's underneath this enterprise.
No. They could do something like that.
Yeah.
I think the only kind of the closest thing they do that is like the Riot games and yeah,
'Cause if
Riot
we-
games and maybe like Counter Strikes and all that.
If we're being honest, we're very separated. But if we were to come together and actually create an enterprise, like an FGC enterprise, and everybody was under this one league, you would see. I think you would see a lot more money come through that way.
Sure, I do think that could be a thing, but I also think that the main issue is that a lot of orgs in most of their problems are with the actual communities themselves. For example, Apex, bro, them pro players be going crazy. This game is fucking ass. Blah blah. I mean, granted, their game is dying. I don't understand.
Didn't they just reach their lowest?
Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals killing the market, bro. Like,
Grim Reaper.
literally.
Marvel Rivals are killing Overwatch, Apex, even Fortnite losing players.
Yeah.
I've never thought I'd see Fortnite losing
that
players.
shit was crazy. Like I was trying to say is like, there was this one commentator for Apex, and he was saying like, yeah, I talked to a lot of orgs, and most of the times it's like these fucking players are unprofessional as shit, and they just try to like literally think they're getting scummed out or whatever the fuck, or they just inappropriate, and a lot of the blase.
And the FGC has a very serious problem with their org players.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Obviously, there's really good org players, like they're very professional in FGC and all that. But what I'm saying is, on average, it's like it's not adding up, bro. Like,
and I know people might get in the comments and be like, "Well, what about the football players and the NBA players that act unprofessional?" They act unprofessional, most of them, because there are some that take it to the game when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
But most of them do their unprofessional stuff away from the league. They don't do it in the actual league that they play in.
Yeah.
And if they do it, that league very quickly disassociates from them.
or they literally give them a fine,
Yeah.
like a real fine.
Fine.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, I remember someone did. I think they popped off or something in the NBA. I think it's like kind of the way he popped off was kind of a fee, and the way he did it, and he was fined for like 100K, I think, something crazy.
Yeah.
And then his like GM, I think it's some manager is basically one that that literally like represents him
Yeah.
and try to like, yo, like this fine is like kind of like, yo, you're bugging, you know, and it's just crazy. It's
But
like,
there's consequences for them not being
yeah,
professional. Yeah.
yeah.
So
You ain't PR trained? That's a fine.
like we all, as much as we love, Sanford Kelly, you throw a stick down,
Yeah. Break that.
somebody gonna hit you with that fine after.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Sanford, are you paying for that stick, right?
Just stuff. It's just,
You're gonna leave a venue and get handed an invoice. What is this?
and it's crazy. Some tournaments are even stricter, and other things like chess, bro. You ain't dressing a certain way, you get the
you
fuck
can't-
out.
yeah, you
Get the
can't.
fuck out, bro. You ain't got no suit on you.
I haven't seen anybody rage as much as I have clips of people losing in chess.
Bro,
That
chess,
shit is
yo,
so funny.
Bro, people be talking shit in chess and everything, bro. They don't give
yeah.
a fuck, bro. If you watch some chess content, you be surprised, like, yo, these people are sweats, bro.
I
Like,
think if we want to get the FGC right to that level, the word that I've learned working for local government is optics. That is a very big word, because how you are perceived by the people around you, even the people that don't know you, is how business works. That's just the way it is. If you look rowdy, if you look rambunctious, if you look like it's not gonna be good to do business with you, I'm not gonna do business with you. You are a hindrance. Or what they just call you a liability, but hey.
I have a feeling the FGC is not going to accept like an HR seminar about
Their actions and behaviors.
about their attitude.
Shoot, we posted the last one that we talked about was about hygiene.
Like last year, remember we saw all the people. It was constant. Anytime we were in that ballroom at CEO, you would always hear, Brawlhalla players, bring the chairs back. Hey, don't break the monitor. Guys, sit down.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you're
no,
like,
yeah.
my God.
Brawlhalla, this is the third monitor that's been broken. These
Damn.
monitors are expensive. And we were sitting there like, they broke 3
Were they on that list or they
monitors?
came back? I don't think I remember.
They are.
Oh, they are?
They are.
Damn, they're about to break more shit. They better not break the
Bro,
rivals of
that
Ether.
one MK player breaking the light in CEO.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that was funny as shit.
Bailey's like, we're holding his prize money. He's not getting that yet until we find out.
Bro,
how much
he
it's
threw
cost.
the chair and
You
broke
can,
a light.
you can see it too. That shit was
I've
bad in
seen
4K.
many pop-offs, right? But why would you throw the chair?
Honestly, there was audience members not too far from that light, too.
No.
What would you have done if you actually, like, chucked that shit into the audience?
Caught a lawsuit. Shoot, hit me with a chair.
I'd be like, it looks like I get that prize money.
And that prize money wasn't even like.
It wasn't because it's
It was like,
MK.
it was like what, 2,000, 1,000?
Not even.
Was it not even that?
It was like a couple hundred.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
And the light cost more than what his
Yeah,
prize
I
was.
saw somebody on Twitter like post the picture, like the online store of how much that light cost, and they're like, ugh. Somebody's gonna be washing dishes in the back.
Shit.
Washing dishes, you gonna be a TO in the next tournament.
You better be a
You'd be like,
TO.
didn't you win last year? I don't want to talk about it. Purple flavor for this match.
Oh no! Yeah.
People throwing real hands in the tournament.
Yo, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yo,
yeah.
that one kid that did a whiff and shit.
So
yo.
it's like it's and then like so
Come
people
on, bro.
anybody hearing us if you don't like what we're saying please, just listen to what we just said.
Bro,
These
this
are
shit-
all real scenarios that have happened at
That's what I'm
tournaments.
saying.
Like, the optics for the FGC do not look good, and then there's the whole hygiene thing. When our own community is coming out being like, "Hey, bro, y'all stink."
This group of people stink. No, you group of people stink. Like,
Yeah.
bro, y'all niggas all stink. You wash your asses, bro. Like, ain't don't make no difference, bro.
This might be a fucked up topic, but I'm actually genuinely surprised with how personal fighting games are from winning and losing. I'm kind of surprised that something really bad happened to a Madden tournament first
Yeah.
before any FGC event.
Yo, why did you bring up that topic?
Because in my mind, I was thinking, because obviously today's day
You don't know
and
what
age,
happened, did you?
That stuff's probably going to happen.
All right, you gotta explain it.
Somebody got his ass beat in a Madden tournament, went back to his car, came back with a gun, and like shot up the place.
Whoa.
Yeah, but in my head, I was like, well, today's day and age, I mean, thank God nothing has ever happened.
Yeah.
Usually video game people are pretty chill about that. But I was like, in Madden? That's where you're going to do that?
People gonna hate me for saying this, but that tracks.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Have you seen who plays Madden?
I guess if anybody's going to have a gun, it's probably going to be the football player.
If I say everybody that played Madden is either currently a football star or had a high school dream of being a football star. So I almost went pro.
You ever see that clip of Snoop Dogg like slamming his desk because he lost in Madden?
Oh yeah.
That shit's hilarious. He just gets so furious at that.
But yeah, man. So it's like,
That's why that was another thing that happened recently was there was a thing, I don't know if it was Twitter or something, but people were like, I think we should make it more common for people to bring weapons to their locals for safety.
yeah, I
And
saw
was
some.
like, are you crazy?
I saw some people who were like commenting about it. Some people made it political, and I'm like, this isn't a political issue. This is a safety issue. I don't know why we do that. You know, I don't care who you side with or how you feel about politics at that point. This is a safety issue.
That's like when we had I won't say names, but when we had our event and somebody was like, I'm going to bring my shotgun from home. And we were like, please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Somebody actually asked us that, which was the craziest thing. They really were like, can I bring my shotgun? No, you can't bring
They're
your
like, I'll keep it behind the counter. I'm like, no.
And it was in this person's mind, it was for safety.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring a shotgun for safety. And I'm like, no. Why?
Jesus, man.
Like, it's so, I don't know, man. It's getting wild out there, though. Like, fighting games ain't what they used to be. Like,
Just keep it to talking shit.
honestly.
That's the fun stuff anyway. We
Honestly,
love seeing those
like,
clips.
even in the arcade days, they would just take it outside and they squabble. Like,
Yeah, man.
if you ain't willing to throw hands, don't throw bullets. That's all I'm saying.
What was I gonna say? I think we had recently somebody. Who was it that just recently got banned from our local?
Oh, are you talking about the B?
Oh, there's
even
that
know.
too.
I know who the fuck
That's-
they're talking about.
You know who I'm talking
There were
about.
multiple?
We've had some people do it for like just saying bad things to people. We had some people being sexist. We had some people playing the Chris Hansen game.
Oh! Oh! That
Well,
freaky
but I
ass.
think
Oh my
I think we did have
God.
somebody recently
I
who did get
forgot,
like
yo.
a little.
Why do you rekindle my brain with that shit? Bro, I suppressed that shit so much.
We had our own diddler situation. Had to deal with that.
Fucking Diddy fucking disciple, bro. Bro.
And I was
Did it before Diddy said it was cool, so.
I was so pissed too because he was one of our best players.
He was one of our best
And
players.
I was like, damn, you gonna get arrested before I can beat you?
But that's what it means when I say like if the FGC has a league, if the FGC actually had a league, a lot of players would be underneath that same scrutiny and they probably wouldn't be able to play. And don't care how good you are.
I've seen a lot of locals too, where like people will do some crazy shit and like they'll just be like, all right, well you're banned for a week, but come back later, and you're like, that's it? I don't know. Also, the other side of that too is I'm getting sick and tired of y'all on Twitter punishing and banning people from events before they're even like guilty of whatever you guys are accusing them of.
On that front, honestly, like if you don't have all the evidence, why are you banning someone? Because there are some people who are already mad. They don't have any evidence, but they're mad about the fact that they heard something.
Don't infiltration these people.
Yeah,
You
honestly.
don't even be doing that.
A lot of y'all owe infiltration apology. We ain't even gonna get to that topic, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. A lot of y'all do owe that man an apology. Be honest, because there's somebody that actually like made a whole hour-long video about his situation and what happened. And if you
don't
watch
know.
that video,
You weren't there.
He brought up notes and everything. And yo, if you watch that video, a lot of y'all owe that man an apology. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm on that side. Like, if something happens and we don't know if it's true or not, you know, I would say to the CL, like, I would ban them just for their own safety, because while you might be like he's just here to play, somebody else might be like he don't deserve to be here at all, and they might do something wild.
I wouldn't even necessarily use like a ban. I would probably just message them privately and be like, hey, I would just not come for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And then, but you're not banned. Like, you can
Or,
come back.
or just be like, I would wait till this blows over.
And
And
just
then-
do a temporary suspension.
Yeah, something like that. Like, until this blows over, just for your own safety, just don't show up real quick. And then if it gets proven that you did it, hey, we gotta get rid of you. If it's proven that you didn't do it, when you come back, if anybody got a problem with you, come get me.
Well,
But yeah, that's
luckily we haven't had to deal with anything too crazy though.
not anymore.
Didn't we have somebody who got mad and like threw a controller that he was borrowing from someone?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
always
hold
fun.
on.
That
So
seems pretty common.
last question though. Is somebody throwing a controller or slamming something, would you consider that like a bannable offense?
Did it hit someone?
There's a I'm gonna say there's a possibility because I'm talking about they just threw the controller.
I will
Yeah.
say,
Whether it hit somebody,
but-
whether it hit somebody or not, they
If it
just
if it hit someone, if it damaged something, if it damaged something, they're paying for it and they're getting temporary banned. Or it depends how severe, because it depends on context for me.
Yeah.
If it hits someone, you're getting banned, or you're
permaban.
I won't say perma ban, but I will say like more of a long ban though. Like, you know, like, why you throw the controller and you hit someone with that shit, and you don't know that shit gonna give someone like a concussion, or it could damage them, to get bruised, whatever it is, right? Like, bro, you're risking someone's life, bro. Like, them controllers ain't fucking soft. They ain't fucking. Nah, ain't no joke.
Unless you throw like a Joy-Con.
Yeah. Even then, that shit hit your noggin, bro. That shit gonna be like, ah, you know. But then if you break, like, you know, for example, let's say like you hit like a fucking PS5, God forbid, or you hit like a monitor. And
I
now,
might not ban you, but we squabbling video.
bro, now you paying a new one, bro. You paying, and before you could come back, you paying a fucking new PlayStation 5 or whatever monitor you broke, whatever it is.
I'm gonna ban you, and if you break a PS5 at the local I'm running, before you come back, you gotta hand me the PS5 and you gotta run me my fade. That's the only way you getting back in here.
Yeah.
I would say if like somebody, if it hits somebody, to me, I'd be like, that's a perma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
it's
fucked up.
borderline porno.
If you broke
it really
something-
depends on the person how they feel about that, because
Yeah.
I'll let them like, yo, we're gonna suspend them anyways. But
It's your
if
choice
it's
if
your
it's
choice, if
permanent
you
or
want
not.
them, if you don't feel safe around this person, that's a gone. You're a goner, buddy.
But if
You're a
they
goner.
broke something expensive, then yeah, that would probably be like a month ban or something.
That's a suspension, and you paying for the shit, bro.
I feel like no matter
give a
what
fuck.
though, if they break a controller like that, I'll be like, well, first of all, that night, get the fuck out. Like, you're done for today.
Yeah.
But if you do that shit again, then that's a perma.
Okay.
Like, you get one chance.
So are we on Jabali status with throwing hands? Like Jabali, the 1 to 3 hand Dragon Ball fighters, he permabanned him. Like instant.
Yeah, that's an instant perma.
Okay.
Because at that point, that's
you're
not
trying
even...
to hit people, bro. Like imagine,
I think
like a
we got
random
a
sucker
law
punch can
against
do some
that.
damage, bro. If he actually landed,
So I mean, because that kid swung, he just got up and swung. It was like wow.
bro. Of course, you're a hazard. No, literally.
I can see why he lost.
Hey yo,
That
call
shit-
somebody a hazard is
Bro.
wild. You were right, but it's wild.
Like, yeah, get the fuck out the event.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I can't even imagine being like, I just lost to some stranger I don't know and being like, I think I'm going to punch him in the face. I think that would go well.
I think me hitting him will make me feel better.
Everybody around me would cheer me on. They'll probably put me on to the next round.
Can't go to the next round if he's knocked out, right?
I can see why he lost. I can see why he lost, though. He whiffed, the other guy backdashed.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, no, man. So I don't know. I think the FGC has to find a way to actually like come together because we have a lot of members, but we're just all in different pots. I think that part hindered us a lot when it comes to like the enjoyment of fighting games. Because the Orlando scene, they have fun all the time. But I'm pretty sure they played locally a lot more than we do.
Our scene is pretty good at mingling in between different game genres, but every time we do go to another place, it does seem like they're in their cliques.
Yeah.
Nobody talks to nobody. Like
Yeah.
once tournaments start, it's silence.
Yep.
Nobody mingles. They
I
just
mean,
go.
tournament, you gotta lock in, bro. Like you can't really blame people for locking
hold on,
in.
But you're not playing every match.
I mean, obviously, like when you like waiting for your next match, or you're just like in the like transitioning phase, like all right, yo, we're about to sit down, or we about to wait
That's
for
what
a
I'm
call.
saying. Like once you finish your match, you can get up and
some
beat
people-
a little bit, and then just go back to your
Nah,
match.
some of these people, like, you'll be like, if they finish the match, they're like, your next match is for 2 hours, and they'll just be in the corner, like, +4, -7, +2. Like, they're just.
But some people just
in-
like
they're in a
that.
state.
Some people need to say ultra instinct,
Like,
bro.
let me give you an
Like,
example.
Luka's basketball, they're in the zone.
It's a new dude. If you see this, shouts out to you. But it's a new dude named Kai that came to the local. And he was like, this is my first time playing Under Night. You know how I knew I was going to lose to him? Because he sat in the corner, he was real quiet, and when he sat down, he pulled out a snack box that had phone 9 on it. I'm like, this man about to mock me. He's like, yeah, I just started, so I don't know much. Man, please. You know?
I know you live and breathe by Under Night.
Yeah. I might live and breathe by. I was like, what other anime fighters have you played? Oh, just Melty Blood.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
I thought you were about to be like, what other do you play? He's like, yes.
I mean,
Oh.
he might as well. His anime fundamentals is crazy. But yeah, no.
Your
man.
stream deck is having it.
I see that. It's been.
I see that, and then I can see the little icon in the corner, like, ugh.
Yeah, it's just spazzing out like
We're
crazy
staying
right now.
connected.
All right, man. Is there anything y'all want to say before my computer blow up?
Nah, I think I got it. Good.
Um,
Play Beyblade. It's fun.
that'll be easy, man. I don't know.
All right. Well, all I'm gonna say before we get up out of here: don't get yourself banned. Don't swing on nobody. Make sure you hear all the facts before you go ahead and you say something out loud. Other than that, this round is over. Y'all be easy. We'll catch y'all next time.
No Diddy.